In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to handle Windows dialog boxes that are used in every aspect of your computing. Now, Microsoft Windows comes in various forms. The most modern ones are Windows Vista, Windows XP and Windows 7. The operating system that we're using is Windows 7, so we're going to be as general as possible. Now, everyone on their desktop will have the recycling bin, so let's use that to demonstrate. Double-click your left mouse button on the recycling bin. And what opens is a dialog window. The contents of the window are, in the middle, the contents of the recycling bin, and to the left, a navigation menu. What we're going to concentrate on is the buttons at the top right hand corner. The first button is to minimize, the middle button to maximize, and the last button, the red with the white cross, to close. And that's for minimizing the window, maximizing the window and closing the window. So what happens when you minimize the window? Left click on the minimize button and the window will close, but it hasn't closed completely. What it's done is moved down to the taskbar. It's minimized down to the taskbar, and in Windows 7 if you hover your mouse or your cursor over the top you'll get a preview of the recycling bin. Move your cursor over and left click and that will restore the window to the middle of your desktop. In Windows XP or in Windows Vista you'll get a tab on your taskbar and all you do is left click the tab. Okay, that's minimize. Now maximize. Left click on the maximize button and what happens is it completely fills your screen so you can see things a little bit more clearly. That's maximize. Now notice that the maximize button has now been replaced with something else, and that button is the restore down button. So if we left click on the restore down button it restores it down to the size that it was. Now we can resize the window, and that's done very simply by moving our cursor to one of the edges. Notice how the cursor splits in two ways, and if we hold down our left mouse button we can either move the cursor in to resize it down or move it out to resize it bigger, and we can do that on every side. Just by holding down the left mouse button or the left click, and once we release it we can move away and the window is resized. The final button is the red button with a white cross, and that simply closes the program by one left click. And that's working with Windows.